today we're going to try a little Yupo paper experiment. So if you have some Yupo paper, some deli paper, a craft knife, and your gel plate, then you're good to go. So first of all, I'm going to cut out a circle on my Yupo paper, which is super for stencils. It's a little bit more delicate than mylar or some of the thicker plastic stuff, but it also means it's a lot easier to cut. So I'm just going to cut around my Tupperware pot. Oops. To get a little circle. Make sure I've gone all the way around. I think I might have missed a bit there. Just loosen those bits up there. This paper is covered with some kind of polymer, and it's used a lot in alcohol ink and watercolour art. But it also does something pretty cool, and we'll see in a minute what that does. So I've got my circle. I have my circle. Now let's get the gel plate. Now I've got some little bits and pieces from the garden this morning to add in here. So I'm going to put down my deli paper now. This is the important step, and I'm just rubbing it down to make sure I get a nice crisp outline of that fern. And get in between those, get a little bit more detail in there. Let's lift that again. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so here's your deli paper image, and we'll set that to one side. Just wiping up the excess paint just so there isn't any straight lines or blotchy bits. So I'm going to add a piece of white paper underneath because I'm painfully aware you can't see what's going on here, and to be fair, neither can I. Anyway, so here's our lovely leaf. And what we're going to do is mask, use this circle as a mask. Let's place it down here. And we're going to add a background, and I'm kind of going for the old orangey sunset kind of vibe. I really like this Hobbycraft paint. It is nice and creamy, and it's not an in-your-face orange. So I'll get that down. And I'm going to go over the top of the mask. And there's a reason for that. Let's try and not get these claggy bits on there. Come on. And I'm going to take this off. We've got our fern in there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to press it down. On top. Give it a good old rub. And what happens you carefully peel it back. You get an image transfer onto your Yupo paper. Now, when this is bone dry, you can wet this with just a sponge, just to dampen it off, rub your fingers over it, and this cloudy film, which is part, of the surface of your deli paper, will lift off. And here's one I prepared earlier. You can see that it's a lot brighter, and you've not got that kind of papery thing on there. So that's quite a cool little project that you can do. And as a result, you can have an image that you can reverse. So I don't know how you want to use that or unpack that any way you want, but it's just, I've just oversimplified this so you can see. Obviously you've got the blue and the orange. We've got all the blue. It's just a cool little technique if you've got some Yupo paper, and you know, you could do some really cool abstract things with this. But anyway, I'm going to dry this off and lift it off. So here's your quick print. Here's your little circle, and I'm going to show you quickly, because I think this is dry. I'm going to give this a blast. A little tissue here. Just gently wet it. And the same as you would if you ever did an inkjet laser inkjet printer paper transfer onto something. The same technique. You just rub off the surplus paper, and it all comes off in like little wormy bits. And it comes off quite easily from this Yupo paper because it's a sturdy substrate. Oops, just don't rub too hard. Probably best to leave this for a few hours to dry properly, but for the purpose of the video I'm doing it now. I think that's nearly all of it coming away. So now you've got a nice, bright image. That if you wanted to, you could use on its own. Or interchange with your image. Hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. It's just something else that you can have a play around with. Sky's the limit as always, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.